parties, of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
This isn't going to end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
It's one of the most unexpected success stories in modern music. Pop star went from virtually unknown to a global sensation practically overnight. But their journey wasn't as straightforward as you might think. Behind the hit singles, the sold-out stadiums, and the viral social media moments, there's a much darker side to their rise, a side that could have ruined it all before they ever even made it. What if I told you the secrets behind their success are as shocking as their career itself? Let's dive into the truth that's never been fully told. The unexpected beginnings, before the fame, the platinum records, and the world tours. Pop star was living a very different life. In fact, their start wasn't glamorous at all. While most artists have the classic discovery story involving talent shows or viral videos, pop star's path to stardom was far more unconventional. They didn't fit the typical mold of a rising star, no major producer or big record label backing them. Instead, they got noticed through something completely unexpected. Some say it was a chance encounter, others claim it was a viral performance that no one saw coming. But what makes this story even more interesting is the industry's initial reaction to pop stars' sudden rise. A few insiders were skeptical. Was this a one-hit wonder? Or was there something more to this mysterious figure? While the world was still trying to figure them out, pop star was already preparing to drop a track that would change everything. The first hit and the rumors that followed. By the time pop star's debut single topped the charts, it wasn't just their music people were talking about, it was everything surrounding them. How did someone so new to the scene suddenly dominate the airwaves? And just as quickly, rumors began to swirl. Some were saying it was pure talent, while others whispered about industry connections that might have helped them along. It didn't help that pop star was known for being incredibly private, which only fueled the speculation. The most talked about rumor? That a powerful producer or celebrity figure played a role in launching their career. Some said it was an arranged rise to fame with connections behind the scenes, but no one could prove it, at least not at the time. The mystery only added to the allure of pop star, making people more curious about them with every passing day. But while the public was obsessed with the idea of a hidden hand pulling strings, pop star was quietly working on their next big move, and the next track, it was about to blow everyone away. A controversial relationship. Now, as if the rumors about their rise weren't enough, things started getting even more complicated when pop star was linked to a much older and highly controversial figure in the industry. Fans were stunned and the media went wild with speculation. Was it love or just a calculated move to keep their name in the headlines? The relationship sparked outrage from some quarters, while others seemed to support the pairing, regardless of the backlash. It wasn't just the age gap that made the relationship controversial. It was the power dynamics at play. Pop star was already being talked about as a future industry legend, and this connection seemed to raise more questions than answers. Was this relationship more about image building than genuine affection? Was it part of a strategy to stay in the limelight? To this day, fans are divided over whether this was a genuine romance or a publicity stunt. But the truth is, pop star never fully addressed the situation, leaving the public to wonder, was this love or just business? The fall, tarnishing the image. As quickly as pop star rose to fame, they also faced the inevitable fall from grace that often comes with it. Their personal life, which had already been in the spotlight, became a major focus when rumors of addiction and reckless behavior began to surface. Tabloid headlines fueled the frenzy, and soon, what was once a sparkling career began to show cracks. Was the pressure of superstardom too much? Or was there something more sinister going on behind the scenes? What the public didn't know was that the intense scrutiny from the media was only a small part of the bigger picture. Behind closed doors, pop star was struggling with mental health issues, navigating a difficult personal situation, and facing the pressure of living up to their own success. The combination of personal and professional stress took its toll, and there were moments when it seemed like they might never recover from the public's perception of their downfall. But even when it seemed like the world had forgotten about them, pop star wasn't ready to let go of their dream. In fact, the next chapter would prove that the worst was far from over. The comeback that shocked everyone. After what seemed like a career-ending series of events, pop star disappeared from the limelight. But what happened next would surprise everyone. Their return wasn't just a simple comeback, It was a full-on reinvention. New look, new music, and a totally different persona. But how could this be the same artist who had fallen from grace just months before? This comeback wasn't without controversy, though. The transformation seemed too calculated, and the public had mixed reactions. Some fans were excited to see their favorite star back, while others felt the new image was too far removed from the original pop star. The question everyone asked, was this a genuine reinvention or just a desperate attempt to stay relevant? Whatever the answer, it worked. Popstar was back on top, and this time they were more powerful than ever before. The untold scandal. While the media was focused on the new music and the reinvention of Popstar, there's one story that's never been fully revealed. The scandal that could have derailed their entire career was kept out of the public eye for years. This wasn't just another tabloid rumor. It was a real, serious situation that Popstar managed to bury. It involved a legal battle with someone close to them, and if it had come to light, it could have completely tarnished their image. So how did they escape the public scrutiny? Well, let's just say that some well-timed moves behind the scenes kept the media away from the full story. The legal battle was quietly settled and the details were sealed, but behind all the music videos and new tracks, the aftermath of this scandal still lingers. What we didn't know about their team. It's often said that behind every major star is a team of people who make it all happen. But what fans didn't know was just how much influence Popstar's inner circle had over not only their public image, but their personal life. The advisors, publicists, and managers weren't just there to handle the business, they were steering the ship, making major decisions, and sometimes pulling the strings behind the scenes in ways that weren't always in Popstar's best interest. What's even more shocking, some of these people were making choices that put Popstar at risk, not just financially, but personally as well. In fact, one major decision from their team nearly led to a public scandal that could have completely ruined their reputation. The people closest to them were making moves that only fueled the controversies and rumors surrounding Popstar. But when the fallout hit, it was clear. This wasn't just about one person's fame, it was about a carefully crafted brand. Conclusion. From an unpredictable rise to stardom to personal battles that nearly shattered their career, Popstar's journey is anything but ordinary. We've seen them weather the storm of rumors, face public scrutiny, and reinvent themselves in ways that no one thought possible. But with every comeback, every new image, every reinvention, the question remains, what's next? The world has watched as Popstar has navigated the highs and lows of fame, carefully curating their narrative and controlling the story the media tells about them. But despite their successes, there's always been something about them that feels just out of reach, like there's still a piece of the puzzle missing, a side of the story that we haven't seen yet. Could it be that the most shocking chapters of Popstar's life are yet to be written? And what about their team, the people behind the scenes? We've learned that they have a much bigger role in shaping the public's perception of Popstar than most fans realize. But what if their influence extends beyond what we've imagined? What if the decisions made behind closed doors are still affecting the trajectory of Popstar's career in ways that we can't fully understand? Are they still in control of their own narrative, or is the real story still being held back? But perhaps the biggest question is this: how much of what we know about Popstar is truly the truth? After all, with a career built on reinvention and calculated risks, how can we be sure that the image we see today is the real Popstar and not just the latest version of a carefully constructed persona? What happens when the public's expectations of you become more than just a part of the game? They become the game itself. One thing is clear: Popstar is far from done. In fact, their most defining moments may still be ahead of them. Will they continue to navigate the minefield of fame, or will they take a step back and redefine everything once again? Will the rumors catch up with them, or will they outsmart the system just as they've done before? As Popstar continues to evolve, one thing remains certain: the world will keep watching, waiting for the next move, the next chapter, the next secret to be revealed. The story isn't over. It's only just begun. And when it's all said and done, we may find that the truth behind Popstar's rise to fame was far more complex, far more unexpected, and far more captivating than we ever could have imagined. Stay tuned. The journey is far from finished.